I think everyone at some point is trying to find that one thing that changes their life or kind of gives them a bit of meaning and purpose. So I've completely embraced and immersed my whole life around Muay Thai, and I love it. When I first started in Henzo's, I just wanted to be good enough to spar with the fighters that were there. And then after my first fight as a tournament, I started to immerse myself and kind of take it really seriously.
Muay Thai is a sport that originated in Thailand that's similar to American-style kickboxing, except in addition to your hands and feet, you can also use your elbows and knees to strike, which is why often you hear it called the science of 8 limbs, or you hear a lot of 8 limbs references to Muay Thai.
Yeah. You're rolling down, or lifting. I'm gonna go yellow today. No, I'll go white. 5-6 days a week, you're sprinting, you're hitting pads, you're getting screamed at, you're trying to get better. You're trying to grasp it all and kind of bottle it up and not let it consume you.
Dealing with the pressures of a fight, the big bright lights, and entering the ring is probably, in my opinion, what I struggle with the most. It's a constant battle. Sometimes I've meditated, sometimes I haven't. Sometimes I listen to certain music that gets me going. And I think of certain things in my past that kind of motivate me. But in general, that's the hardest thing for me.
Wes is a fighter who originally really struggled with being in his head too much, being really self-critical, and really has grown in amazing ways to find his own rhythm, his own cadence, his own freedom in the sport, which has been really awesome to watch.
I always had a globe by my bed, and I was just always fascinated by it. Like, I'd spin it and I'd be like, oh, I want to go there. What about that country? I wonder what they do there. I came from a town of like maybe 20,000 people. Nearly everyone's life was like, get a job, get married, find a girlfriend, stay in the town. But it was never just for me. I wanted to see the world.
The significance of the mouth guard is it's the Irish flag. I'm Irish, so when I moved over here, I started to fight. I ended up getting the name Jean written on the side of it because that was my grandmother's name, and she passed away a couple of weeks before my first fight. So she always remember her every time I step into the ring.
I train Muay Thai about 5-6 days a week, and I work the bar 5 nights a week. Very, very rarely I get a day off just where I don't do either. They always cross over.
It's like a special thing that you can respect that not everyone would do.
But if you want something bad enough, you'll do it. I'm invested in myself, in the way I train, my mindset. It's about cleaning up your diet, being very strict with your meals. If you're having 3 or 4 meals a day, you're weighing out your carb intake, your protein intake, your fats. I'm very regimental in the sense that I get up every morning, I'll stretch, I'll roll out foam roll, and then I'm shower, smoothie, coffee, out the door. When you go through a weight cut and you go through a fight camp, which is grueling, that's what builds the bond and the family and the culture, what means so much to me. It's amazing to get in there and test myself and put my skills against somebody else. But I'll train Muay Thai, I'll be active or train some sort of sport till they put me in the ground. Till I'm bench pressing daisies, I'll be doing it.